Yes, myself Srinivas V. In this video, we'll go to learn the full stack development. What is a full stack development? Full stack development means it is a combination of front end as well as the back end technologies. What is a front end technology? Front end technologies means either it can be a user interface or user experience. Okay, what is this user interface? For example, as a customer, we will visit to the particular website or application that when the user will visit to the particular website or an application, if need to feel like that particular website feel like good and attractive, that is called as the user interface. Okay, user experience means whenever the user will interact with the particular applications, then it is called as a user experience. Okay, next is backend technologies. What is this backend technologies? We usually will do storing the data and retrieve the data in the data from the backend technologies, and even server side logics, all this logic will be stored in the backend technologies. In this video we'll go to learn the MERN stack. What is this MERN stack? Let's see step by step. M stand for the MongoDB. MongoDB means it is the NoSQL database. It is a NoSQL database. The data will be stored in a JSON format. Okay, that's why it's called as a flexible as well as scalable. Flexible means we can store the data at any time. Scalability even be scalable, and it can be extend. The database can extend. That is called as the MongoDB. Express.js. What is this use of Express.js? Express.js means it is used for creating the HTTP request like APIs. Okay, there are in the HTTP request like get, post, delete, put. These are the we can implement by using the Express.js. Next is React.js. MongoDB and Express.js is the backend side. React.js is the front end side. It is the JavaScript library. Okay, it will use for creating the front end technologies, front end logics. All this we can download in the React.js. It is mainly for the single page application (SPA). Okay, it is maintained or developed by the Facebook. React.js is developed or Facebook maintained by the Facebook. Next is Node.js. It is also a backend technologies for creating the server-side logics, APIs. Okay, Node.js. It will create a runtime environment, which will create a runtime environment. Even it can be used for the front-end or client-side technology system. Okay, let's see. By combining all this, the full stack came into the picture. It is a very interesting and trending technologies. Okay, what is the full stack development? Full stack development means encompasses building both the front end, means user interfaces, and back end, server side logic and database of web applications. Okay, full stack means it encompasses both building both the front end. It can be used for both the front end as well as the back end technologies. Key aspects of full stack development means front end development, creating the user interfaces. UI means user interface. How user, whenever the user will visit to a particular website or application, you need to feel like good and attractive. Okay, that is called as a user interface. User experience means you can interact with the particular application. That is called as a user experience. Example: before sign up, before login, you need to sign up particular web application. This is we will interact with the particular application. That is called as the user experience. Backend means building server side logic, data storage, retrieval, interacting to the databases. All this will be done in the backend technologies. For front end, we are using the React.js. For backend, we are using the Node.js. Next is database management. What is there in the database management? Designing and managing databases to store and retrieve. For example, if you want to design particular database, we need a schema, structure of the database, how your database should be look. Okay. Next is API development. What is this API development? What is this API? API means it is an application programming interface. What it will do? It will creating a interfaces for different parts of the applications. It will creating the interfaces for different parts of the applications to communicate with each other. Okay, means the API, it will communicate in both the front end as well as the back end technologies. Okay, for example, think you are the customer. You will go to one hotel. Okay, in the when you will visit to the hotel, who will come immediately? Supplier or server will come and collect all the data. What food you want? What you want? Will collect all the data from the customer. Once he collected all the data, he go back to the cook, give to the these are the food you need to prepare. He will inform to the cook. What cook will do? Cook will prepare all the food. Once the cook is ready, he go give to the supplier. Go and serve to the customer. Supplier will collect from the cook and serve to the customer. Here, customer will be act like a front end, cook will be act like a back end. In between, supplier is there, no? Will be act like a API. You can communicate in both the side, front end as well as the back end. Okay, next is testing and development. What is this testing and development? As a developer, you developed an application, you need to test after that development. You need to test whether that particular application is working fine or not, as per the requirement, as per the expectation of the customers. If it is working fine, then good. If it is not working, you should have to fix those issues. You need to rework on those things. That is called as a testing and development. Okay. Thanks for watching with this video. We can see in the next video.